Next, I request His Excellency, the President of India, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, to deliver his dedication address.
His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Ji, His Holiness Lokanath Swami Ji, Shri Khurshid Alam Khan, Governor of Karnataka, Shri J. Patel, Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri R.K. Hegde, MP and former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri R.V. Deshpande, Minister for Medium and Large-Scale Industries, Dr. S.C. Mahadevappa, Minister for Health, Shri Anand Kumar, Member of Parliament, Shri I.G. Zanadi, Member of Parliament, Shri Alladi P. Rajkumar, Member of Parliament, Shri Madhu Pandit Das, Director of the project, the scholars and devotees. It gives me immense pleasure to associate myself with the inauguration of the Center for Advancement of Culture of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Here in Bangalore, this magnificent complex, a blend of tradition and modernity, is a symbol of the dedication and devotion of ISKCON to the cause of bhakti and service. It's an architectural landmark, and I congratulate all those who have worked tirelessly to set up this splendid edifice. ISKCON has spread the message of bhakti throughout the world. Over the years, the society has provided relief and succor and has brought peace and harmony into the lives of millions of people. It has grown and flourished in many countries and continents. On the occasion of the birth centenary of the founder of this ISKCON, Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, I pay my tributes to his enlightened soul. I had the good fortune of having his darshan. Following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, with determination and devotion, has propagated the message of our ethos of peace and harmony. In today's world, there appears to be a relentless and single-minded pursuit of material wealth and prosperity. Though it has resulted in an improvement in the standards of living of people, particularly the so-called developed Western countries, the spiritual needs, requirements and aspirations are yet to be met. Material wealth has not necessarily brought happiness and peace of mind. Instead, it has been accompanied by considerable mental stress and tensions and has led to a spiral of insatiable greed and desires which remain unfulfilled. We find it in the United States of America. So there was a prosperity, but they have missed peace. The pursuit of hedonistic pleasures with no regard to the needs of other people, especially those who are less privileged, has brought in its wake discord, discontent and disharmony. It's in such a context that a tradition with its philosophy of love, compassion, non-violence and service has acquired new meaning, relevance and significance. The approach of bhakti or devotion, not merely to God, but to all beings who belong to God, and of selfless service has been preached by our seers and saint singers from remote antiquity. The bhakti movement has flourished in every part of India. The songs of the Alvars and teachings of Sri Ramanujacharya and Sri Madhavacharya in the south, the bhajans of Surdas, Sant Kabir, Mirabai in the north, the abhangs of Sant Tukaram, Sant Gyaneshwar in the west, and the kirtans of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shankar Dev and Madhav Dev in the east are still sung and recited in millions of homes. In eastern India, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated the ideas of oneness of man before God. Bhakti to God manifested itself in love, compassion and service. He did not recognize any barriers of caste or creed. The repeated chanting of the divine name, individually and collectively, was one of the paths of salvation. His Shiksha Ashtak, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings, Shiksha Ashtak. Nam Namakari Bahudani Sarvashaktis Prapita Niyavita Smarane Nakala. God has expressed His own name in the various ways also. He has bestowed all His powers in that name. Nathanam Nathanam Sundari Kavita Vajagdishaka Vaye Mama Janmani Janmanishware Vata Bhakti Retu Visware. O Lord of the earth, I do not pray for earthly desires. My only prayer is, God, let my unqualified devotion be to you in all my birth. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's kirtans are sung in thousands of devotees, not merely in India, but due to the efforts of ISKCON throughout the world. The Bhakti Marg propagated by Srila Prabhupada has struck a sympathetic chord among the people which has resonated across the oceans and continents. Swamiji's approach is remarkable for its simplicity. It is not a rigid, ritualistic or merely intellectual approach. It is a personal initiative, emotional faith, based on a passionate love and adoration of the Lord. It is reflected in the singing of kirtans and in living a good and decent life, in harmony with oneself, with society and with nature. Srila Mahaprabhu's work has given new meaning and direction to the lives of thousands of people. In India, the activities of ISKCON are rekindling the latent knowledge and awareness among our own people of our great spiritual and cultural heritage. I believe deeply in our efforts of modernization and growth, we must never forget the philosophy of humanism of our civilization. There can be no real progress and prosperity. There can be no balanced material and spiritual development unless and until poorest of the poor and the weakest of the weak in our country prospers and progresses. This can happen only by reinstilling among our people the moral and ethical values of our ethos of love and devotion, compassion and selfless service. Only by helping others can we achieve true happiness and balance in our lives. It is vital for us to pay heed to this profound message of our tradition. It's the values and ideals of our ethos which must empower our efforts for peace, harmony, progress, prosperity in our society. We must take this message, particularly the youth of our country, since it is in this generation which will shape and guide the destiny of a great nation. I am confident that a new complex with these facilities for the propagation of our ancient culture and spiritual heritage will strengthen the roots of our people in our civilization and hence contribute to national progress. With these words, I have great pleasure in inaugurating the Center for Advancement of Culture of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. I wish the Center many years of fruitful endeavor in the service of society and all success.
Now we request His Holiness Jayapataka Swami to invite His Excellency to formally proclaim the dedication of the center by reading the dedication plaque and placing it before Srila Prabhupada.
Read out the plaque. You have to just read the plaque. I dedicate the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Center for Advancement of Culture for the promotion of Vedic culture and spiritual learning in honor of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, on the occasion of his centennial.
We also request His Excellency to press the button to unveil the plaque. Next we request His Holiness Jayapataka Swami and His Holiness Lokanath Swami to present the mementos and prasadam, mahaprasadam to the chief guest. Next we request His Holiness Lokanath Swami to give the vote of thanks.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I get the sweet job of thanking everyone here. I would like to thank first and foremost their lordships Sri Sri Radha Krishna Chandra, we start with thanking God. Thank God. And all other presiding deities of this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's center of advancement of culture. City of Bangalore, which is, you all know, is known as Garden City. It is also known as the Electronic City. We are confident that soon this will also become known as place of pilgrimage by the presence of the lordships in Bangalore City. It was our wish of leaders and all the devotees, that the first citizen of this great nation, the President of India, attend at least one of the global centennial events, and that wish has been fulfilled today. And for that I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to him on behalf of all the members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, whose founder Acharya is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. I understand that His Excellency Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma had personally met Srila Prabhupada. His Excellency during his world travels has witnessed the expansion of the Hare Krishna movement founded by Srila Prabhupada. His Excellency has many of the books compiled by Srila Prabhupada, and he admires them very much. He has appropriately described Srila Prabhupada as enlightened soul. We thank him for this appreciation. The diagnosis of the state of humanity at large, and the contemporary Indians in particular, made by His Excellency, and his prescription of repeated chanting of divine names, which we call them as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, is something that ISKCON's founder and followers are fully in agreement with. We highly appreciate His Excellency's glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and pointing the relevance of Chaitanya's kirtans, which are only remedy for the present day ills. We have taken note of His Excellency's statement that this complex, with its facilities for propagation of ancient culture and spiritual heritage, will strengthen the roots of people in our civilization and hence contribute to national progress. On behalf of ISKCON devotees and dedicated followers, I would like to assure His Excellency that we will not spare any efforts to meet that cherished goal of strengthening the roots of our people. It becomes obvious from His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj's mission statement, which he just read, that ISKCON has been already on the job and is promising to rededicate itself for the genuine progress and prosperity of the weakest of the weak in the country by healthy balance of material and spiritual development. I would like to once again thank His Excellency Dr. Sharma ji and Mrs. Vimal Sharma for inaugurating ISKCON Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Center for Advancement of Culture and dedicating it to service of this glorious nation. And now I would like to thank the Governor of Karnataka, Sri Khurshid Alam Khan, and Honorable Chief Minister J.H. Patel for having graced this occasion on the day of the opening of the national games in the city. I think Governor and the Chief Minister, they both get the credit for sponsoring these games. This must be busiest day of their life, but they are here today. We thank them. I would like to take this opportunity also to thank Sri Indu Bai Patel and Sri Ram Krishna Hegde, as Jayapataka Maharaj already mentioned, who helped us greatly in getting allotment of this land on which we have built this complex. And this land now has become Hare Krishna Hills. They are both our good old friends. We thank them. I would like to thank Sri R.V. Deshpande, Minister of Industries, and Sri Mahadevappa, Minister for Health, for taking time out of their busy schedule and being with us on this occasion. And we cannot afford to forget you, patrons and friends who are sitting in the audience, for your generous contributions. We had land, but we are penniless, and we approached you, and you have generously given us lots of contribution, and not a single penny has come out of Bangalore. Everything was collected in Bangalore to build this complex. So you all must be thanked. Otherwise we would have just a land and we would be just sitting and chanting Hare Krishna here. So thank you, all of you. Thank you everyone on the dais. And I'm sorry if I have forgotten or couldn't mention because someone is pushing me here. Hare Krishna.
Next we request His Excellency to go over to the multimedia theater on the ground floor.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna.